Xbox Game Studios has to be the most changed aspect of Xbox over the last 2 years. I mean, we've had brand new studios created, and we've had established studios join the Xbox family. It's been a complete overhaul of what we know about the Xbox brand. Long gone are the arguments that Xbox only makes Halo, Gears, and Forza. Instead, Xbox has created the most diverse library of games I've seen any publisher do. And the best part is that Xbox isn't even close to being done. Because from what seems like a very long time, Xbox actually has so many games in development that it feels like they're deliberately keeping some of them under wraps. And that's what I want to talk about today, which is the secret games that are being developed by the first-party studios at Xbox. Now, I know some of these games are all but confirmed, and we know they're coming, but some of these games are at the very early stages of creation and won't be announced for quite some time, while others might be shown at the Xbox event in July. Either way, I'm excited to see every single studio at Xbox not only focus on one game, but expand their creative freedom and bring out multiple games that I've enjoyed a lot. And I have a feeling they'll continue to bring us multiple games a year where we can enjoy them on our next generation Xbox Series X. So let's get into these secret games and talk about the ever-expanding Xbox Game Studios, because so far, Xbox has been providing gamers the most games I've ever seen. But first, if you like the video, hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support is greatly appreciated. Alright, enough of that. Let's get into some of these secret unannounced games that Xbox has been creating behind the scenes. Now, most of these games are games that insiders have hinted at or even brought up in a leak, but they've never been announced, and that could be due to the games being nowhere near ready to show, or it's because Xbox is waiting to reveal the games at the opportune time. The first has to be the most recent leak, which was brought to everyone's attention by Clobrio, who has broken a lot of Xbox news and seems very informed as to what's happening at Microsoft. And one of those secrets at Microsoft might have been caught by him along with others by a new job posting by 343 Industries. You know, the studio behind the biggest franchise at Xbox, Halo. Now, we all know that 343 is hard at work with Halo Infinite, and it will be launching with the Xbox Series X this holiday season. At least that's the plan for now. Things can change. But what a lot of people don't know is that they recently put up a new job description that explains they're looking for people to make a brand new game that will be under the Halo universe. Here's what Clobrio had to say on the matter along with the job description. 343 Industries is looking for a senior producer to work with our core services team to help develop a new project in the Halo universe. Now, after Clobrio posted this, of course, other tech websites and gaming websites ran rampant trying to cover the story because it does have a lot of merit. Here's what an article describing the job description had to say. While the post is surprising because Halo Infinite is still such an opaque project, it's not altogether unexpected. Both companies are probably eager to get the ball rolling on more games for the next generation of consoles, with game development timelines that extend out 2 to 3 years. It's not uncommon for developers to start working on the next game in a series while finishing up its predecessor. The job listing, which you should absolutely apply for if qualified, requires potential candidates to have 5+ years relevant experience and shipped 1+ AAA titles in a production or related role. So that's another AAA game being developed by an Xbox studio who's already working on one of the biggest games coming out this year in Halo Infinite. I mean, can we please take a moment to realize just how much money Xbox is investing in their game developers? They've had all their studios come out and explain how they've expanded beyond their wildest dreams. And seeing that 343 Industries has around 600 to 700 people in that studio, it doesn't surprise me to see them working on multiple titles. I mean, they worked on Halo Wars 2, which was a AAA RTS game that I thoroughly enjoyed. They're working on Halo Infinite, which is going to be the biggest launch title between both next-generation consoles. And now they're working on a new AAA game surrounding the Halo franchise. As to what the game is, I have no idea. I would assume maybe another Halo Wars game or even a spin-off Halo game that revolves around the lore. Either way, I can't wait to see what they're working on, even if it's a multiplayer game or a battle royale. There's a lot of rumors floating around of what 343 is working on, but I'm just excited to see what the game actually is. But most of all, I'm excited to see Xbox actually invest in their already established studios, because it's showing they aren't just funding small games to go in Game Pass like other people have claimed before. Instead, they've shown that the studios they have under the Xbox Game Studio umbrella are expanding and making more than just one AAA game. An example of this is the Coalition, who brought out the biggest Gears game we've ever seen in Gears 5. All the while, they launched Gears Tactics, which is one of the biggest surprise games of this entire year. I mean, they brought out a third-person AAA game with endless content, alongside a turn-based strategy RPG game that took me about 35 hours to complete. It's all about giving their developers everything they need to make the games they want. I mean, we are truly getting the most exclusive Xbox games we've ever gotten, and people seem to only think about what type of games they're bringing out. And Clobriel tweeted out a quote from Jason Ronald, who talks about the Xbox Game Studio family. Here's what was said. Jason Ronald, led by Halo Infinite, our 15 Xbox Game Studio teams are hard at work creating the biggest and best lineup of exclusives in Xbox history. We are incredibly excited to show many of the new games in development for the Xbox Series X soon. I mean, what Jason Ronald is saying isn't wrong. Xbox has brought all their 15 Xbox Game Studios together and have created a culture of amazing talent that will continue to make the most diverse lineup of games we've ever seen. And most of these games, to me, are going to be AAA or AA quality games that we will get endless amounts of entertainment out of. Let's be real, how many times have you seen a new studio that's joined Xbox hire so much talent to their team? Even In Exile has moved their office to accommodate their growing team that is working again on a AAA quality game. Here's what Clobriel had to say about them. It seems like In Exile Entertainment has moved its main office to Tustin, California. As the studio's ambition keeps growing, I expect this move was needed to have room for more people in the future. The new office is located very close to Obsidian. We see it day in and day out. Xbox is expanding every single first-party studio under the Xbox Game Studio family. They aren't giving any of the studios excuses as to why they can't create great games. Instead, they're standing by them and giving them every single piece of funding they need. And as the tweet suggests, they're even giving them the new places to accomplish their creative goals. And I haven't even brought up Playground Games' new AAA RPG studio, who is working on the worst kept secret in gaming with Fable. Or Obsidian Entertainment, who just launched The Outer Worlds and is already working on a new AAA RPG world building game. I mean, the studios keep going and going, making games a lot of people want to work on, not to mention a lot of gamers want to play. Every single studio that's at Xbox seems to be working on multiple games, be it a AAA game or a AA passion game. Even Minecraft, which is one of the most successful games of all time, was given the time and funding to create Minecraft Dungeons, which again is a game I've had a lot of fun with. I've probably put over 20 hours into the game the last couple of days and I've had a blast. And again, it's an Xbox game that feels different from anything else I've played. And it's those types of games I want to know about. The games that every single studio is working on and is ready to launch. Because to me, it would seem that Xbox is truly working on so many other games that it's going to be a little overwhelming with the amount of content we're going to get next generation. I mean, this year alone, we've had so many amazing Xbox Game Studio first-party games come out, and most of them have been great games I've enjoyed. Are some of them smaller games? Sure they are, but a lot of them have been quality games I've gotten a lot of fun out of. And no matter what anyone else says, I truly believe Xbox is going to show a lot more games coming to the Xbox Series X console. More games than we think are coming out. Let's hope that the July event shines some light on these secret games, because so far it seems like every week or every other week there's this new game being developed at an Xbox Game Studio. I can't wait to see what they have in store for us next generation. But enough about what I think about all of this. Tell me what you think about all of this. What new Halo game do you think 343 Industries is working on? What type of games do you want to see Xbox make? Have you enjoyed a lot of the first-party games that have come out this year? Do you think Xbox has the most variety of games on the market? Do you think Xbox Game Pass is the reason they're making so many of these games? What studio do you think is making multiple AAA games? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support helps out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamertag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. Currently, I've been playing a bunch of Minecraft dungeons. I mean, a lot. I've gone through all of it. I'm trying to go through to the hardest difficulty. I'm actually trying to get 1,000 out of 1,000 achievement points on it, but we'll see if I get there. And I'm also playing The Last of Us on my PS4 Pro. The game is picking up a little bit. I'm enjoying it. A little bit of the action is actually coming together, and I can't wait for Last of Us 2, which is coming out in just a few weeks. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.